Chapters. Games.
You win.
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 Possess me, Daddy.
Chapters. Games.
Jump, jump. Bonk.
You win.
Chapters. Games.
You win.
Chapters. Games.
You win.
Champions. 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 Games.
You win.
Chapters. 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 Games. Chapters. Games.
You win.
Chapters. Games.
You win.
Chapters. Games.
You win.
Woo! Okay. Had to help Very Mama bring in the groceries real quick.
Chapters.
Woo!
Games.
Hi guys. Oh, hey Siri, hey Yo-Yo, hey Weeb, hey Elmac. How you guys doing? Bigfoot. No, that's a giraffe. Hello.
You win.
Every time a bunch of animals are in one place, it's called a planet zoo. All right, last one. This will be the last one. Wow, we're like double time.
Chapters. Games.
Whew, just catching my breath. Had to run upstairs. "2016 Mega Woman." They would sell a bajillion copies. A magillion copies. All right. Just testing out some new buttons. Boom!
Puppet tail clam!
Oh shit! God damn it! I always forget this. Ah! Okay, hold on. I got this. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I always. Why do I forget this? Why? It's because I don't go to this scene until it is far too late. All right, hold on. We gotta hop. Green screen left. Restart. Ha! There I am. All right, excellent. Get ready for the pause. There we go. Excellent. Okay, I'm back. How you doing? It's me, the guy with the face. There I am. It was unfinished levels of bad. Yeah, the original Sonic Boom release, yeah, it was really not great. The show was really good. I am the one who quacks. What shirt are you rocking today? It's the Very Darian Hear Me Out shirt. Guys, I have like 6 shirts because the rest of them are packed away and have been packed away 4 months. You're gonna see some duplicates. Waiting for the metal pipe to fall. Did it not? Is it delayed? Maybe we were on the wrong scene? Here, I'll fall for you. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe I was talking, maybe I moved. Yeah, it was weird. Seragio, Steve, as they call him, apparently. Isn't that his thing? Like, apparently he was going to be the flagship monster for one of the games, and they didn't announce him at the time, so people were asking. It's like, just call him Steve. And it stuck. So now people call Seragio Steve. Steve. All right. How are you doing? Yeah, he was a flagship, but not anymore. What a boring flagship. I'll be honest, if a flagship monster is just like a reskin of Rathalos, what are we even doing? They named him after your Snow Fox. They did. They did. In memory of Steve the Snow Fox, we have Steve the Seregios. Not a reskin of Rathalos. It's a wyvern. It's a fucking flying wyvern. Come on, give me more of that sword T-Rex. Gladius. Whatever his name is. Give me more of him. He's cool. One more shit like that. I'll accept the jet engine wyvern. He's pretty cool. Glavenus, that's who. He's not even a wyvern. They're all wyverns. They're all wyverns. Every single one of them, a wyvern. That's their definition. They're all wyverns, or wyverns, or whatever. He's an elder dragon, which is a wyvern. Am I a wyvern? I am. He has 6 limbs. So, are we doing that now? Are you gonna tell me that a Skyrim dragon is not a Skyrim? Hey Aaron, how you doing? Did I see the game you recommended? I did. I'm gonna refresh myself on what it was, because I did see it. Yeah, Malice. It was like a card game, right? It's like a card game. We are a subclass of dragon. Are you talking about Monster Hunter lore, or are you talking about the weird arbitrary rules that don't matter in the real world? Yes? Yes. It looks pretty cool. Because here, in this world, what's the difference? Okay, so when people talk about dragons and wyverns, whatever, in this world, some people like to act like there are rules. There are no rules. It could be a flying piece of cardboard, right? With little like circles drawn on it. And people can call that a dragon or a wyvern or a wyvern, whatever. In that universe, that's what it's called. What's the difference between Monster Hunter rules and fake rules that mean nothing? Well, Monster Hunter has its own specific set of rules. The fake rules that mean nothing are people who say like, oh, if it has wings and no arms and legs, it's a wyvern. But if it has 4 legs and wings on its back, then it's a dragon. It's like, no, that's made up. That's just arbitrary. You're making that up. Are you a puppet? I'm not a puppet, you a puppet. Greens is right. We need an actual dragon scientist in here to support my claim. Welcome in, Queso. And agreed. Basically, the thing is, people couldn't keep terms correct, so now it's literally just, does it have scales and breathe fire? Then it's a dragon. It doesn't even have to breathe fire. Is it a reptile? It could be a dragon. It's kind of arbitrary. But in terms of like Monster Hunter lore, I actually don't know if like elder dragons are not considered wyverns by like their definition. Are elder dragons wyverns? Not necessarily. Because you have things like brute wyverns that don't have wings, but they're still considered wyverns. Or like fanged wyverns, which fucking Zinogre is a fanged wyvern, and that's just a dog. They have a unicorn, they call it a dragon. Exactly. That's it's all over the place. But I wasn't sure if they consider like elder dragons as like a wyvern or wyvern, or if that's its own thing. Anyway, we're not playing Monster Hunter today, so yeah. The Mind of Queso, inspired by the hit single "Man or Muppet." Are you a man or a Muppet? I'm a dog. So basically, if we can't define it, it's a dragon.
Yo-Yo LR asked
Uh-oh.
me, please
Strap in.
explain the differences between a wyvern and a dragon. Paying close attention
Strap
to the number
in.
of legs and capabilities is argued all over the internet in intricate detail. Listen, pal, I don't give a goddamn about no mythical beasts.
So-
What's the difference? One's a scaly winged bastard.
What's the difference?
The other's a scaly winged bastard. Both of them can probably incinerate a whole damn bakery.
The whole bakery?
And that's all the intricate detail I need. My mind's on my next loaf, not on some goddamn fantasy creatures. Now beat it. I got bread to find.
High-level dragon scientist. He knows what he's talking about. Except he doesn't, because some of them aren't winged. Checkmate, Duck Detective Eugene. Bake my bread. So if the Monster Hunter Research Guild is researching a monster and they don't know enough about it, do they classify it as an elder dragon? But can they then research enough about it to then say, oh no, this is a wyvern? Can that happen? I assume that can happen. But they don't do that anyway, because like if you like kill like 100 Kirins, it's still an elder dragon. You know what? I have a feeling that this doesn't matter. He's off the case. Big block of cheese. A delicious big block of cheese. Guys, you excited? The summer sale's on. You guys gonna pick up anything? What are you looking at? I grabbed the Skyrim anniversary update for cheap, and I've received gifts. I have received gifts. Thank you, Bokag. You got Metaphor? Nice. I have it technically. Lozzie B got it for me, like the physical disc, and I had to pack it away, so I haven't been able to play it yet. Ah, I see. Okay. So technically speaking, Elder Dragons can be wyverns. Because every single monster that they know about is some form of wyvern. Even that fucking bug. Wait a minute. Hold on. What's La Barina? What is that thing? La Barina. A Temnoceran. Okay, so that's actually not considered a wyvern. They actually are like, okay, this thing is too weird for us to just pretend to call it a weird non-dragon. So it's a bug. It's a bug. I didn't know that. I thought this was like bug wyvern. Bug wyvern. Bit of a quiet sale for me, which is fine because I need to save my gaming bucks for late August through October. We got stuff coming out. Stonks 9800. Some puzzle games I'll never get around to playing. Jedi Survivor I can't play yet anyway, and Populous The Beginning just for nostalgia. Neapolitan, right? Their other ice cream. Forgot about that. Hey Nachos, how you doing? Yeah. Bokag bought me 7 Days to Die. Hey Gurglo! Thinking about getting Avowed? Did you see Darian's playthrough of it? Did that convince you? So we might be playing some 7 Days to Die here at some point in the near future. Snake Easter Triangle. Fanged Beasts. I can't trust. I can't take these guys seriously. These Monster Hunter devs. How can I kill this monster if it doesn't have the proper classification? What's new in the 2.0 update of 7 Days to Die? Because hopping to a new version number like that is usually like big scary. Like that's usually a lot of new stuff. I'm actually excited because I've seen some footage. I've seen people play through 7 Days to Die, right? I've watched like Glock 9 footage, right? Watch him like do some of his like fun challenge run stuff. But that was before this, so I'm like, oh, what's different? And a single snake wyvern. Oh, cool. Obviously, the beginning was a groundbreaking full 3D entire world roaming planet hopping mythical god RTS. Ooh. But for some reason, that makes me think of Black and White. Populous 3. I see. It's like Spore. It's Spore. Of course you like it. Entire wish list is on sale. Isn't that the funniest thing, right? You put things on your wish list all year and then you wait for a big sale, and then when it comes around, I didn't know she played it. Was it good? She seemed to have fun with it. I mean, you can check out her VOD channel, see if there's any footage you like. She seemed to have a good time with it. She didn't go all the way through it. I was gonna say, isn't it funny that we put things on our wish list and we wait for a sale, and then you'll get a minor sale, or sometimes we'll even get like a 90% sale, and we're still like, I don't know. like I'm waiting for a 100% off sale or some shit, right? And even then, I might be like, I don't know. Do I even want this? Better than both Spore and StarCraft? Dang. Chrono Trigger, Crypto the Necrodancer, Greece, Besieged, Steins Gate. All for $10? Or just Steins Gate for like $10? Dang. Red Dead Redemption Remaster is 40% off, but still too much. Total dang. I mean, Red Dead Redemption purely for like the Undead Nightmare is probably pretty good. Oh man. Basically, I really wanted to play Undead Nightmare because I rented the original Red Dead Redemption, played it a little bit, I'm like, this is cool. And then I heard the Undead Nightmare came out, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. But I never got around to playing it. And then 2 came out, and I was like, okay, you know what? They're probably gonna do the Undead Nightmare thing or some sort of weird funny thing for 2, right? So I'll just wait for that. I'm still here. Still waiting. Yeah, 7 Days changed a lot, didn't it? We got a lot on the... Has anything happened in the news lately? Anything in the news? Oh, yeah, something did happen in the news lately. Here we go. My cool
News
Angelo.
time, Ducko.
News time! 34 months, dude? Thank you. Enjoy the continuation of your duck-based emotes and no advertisements. The new content is purely cosmetic. Okay, good. Imagine Rockstar putting out high-quality DLC when they can get endless GTA Online money. Dude, it's crazy how, like... that is completely luck-based, entirely happenstance and word of mouth. And, like, executives will see that and be like, do that for our game. And it's like, do you have a magic wand? Make a live service game that will print money. And they were like, they couldn't do it again if they wanted to. I don't think GTA 6 Online is actually even going to have the same, anywhere remotely approaching the same level of like interaction as GTA Online does. Not even close. That is very much a, it happened, drop in the bucket thing, but they don't understand that. Like things coming together and working out at specific times. They don't get that. It's the next one. It's the sequel. They're gonna want to buy that. Of course. I'm Patrick Starr. Why does Patrick Star always get into executive positions? Okay, actual news. We got a few things. Funny enough, apparently Resident Evil 9 was going to be an online open world shooter, but they changed their minds when they realized no one wanted that. That's actually in the article. Nobody wants that. Live service Fallout for Todd's Dream Space RPG? Yeah. Yeah. Burn this so I can do what I want. Which, you know, honestly, totally makes sense. Except for the fact that when you do the big, like, money-making thing, you then use that money to make, like, the project you want. And usually the project you want isn't big space thing that takes a lot of resources. It's usually a smaller project. So it was get big money, put big money here. Oh, it didn't sell. Or usually make many small projects to help fund the big project that's going to be good because we put a bunch of time and effort into making sure it's fun. But that's not what they did. The whole thing. Same brain cell. Resident Evil 9. How far did it go? We won't know until it comes out, honestly, and we've had like time to process it. Let's see. Anything else worth talking about? There was the Arc System Works like presentation where they talked about all their new projects. Where they talked about all their new projects and like none of them are fighting games because they want to branch out from being the fighting game company, and it was kind of a mediocre conference, unfortunately. But hey, they're trying. The Hear Me Out character I gave that didn't make it onto the shirt was specifically the villain Gravatina from the animated Buzz Lightyear cartoon. Oh, yeah, no, I remember her. The big head lady. Hold on. Let me get the image up. Chat. Can I get a yay or nay on Gravatina? Yay or nay? Hold on, I can zoom in. Enhance. Enhance. Yay or nay? A lot of deliberating going on here. I mean, she seems to have clear skin. Not a pimple anywhere. Maybe? All right, now what if I reveal to you that she is a villain? Which obviously, right? Nay, Soundwave? Interesting, interesting. Darius forehead wishes. All right. The consensus seems to be we don't care. Got it. Apparently she has telekinesis. She has psychic powers. Which, of course, right? Gravitational powers, which basically the same thing. Functionally the same thing, right? Yeah. So the actual news is we have... Guys, guess what? Guess what? We have this. Gravitating to Yash. Good pull, I like that. That's right. D&D news. Wizards of the Coast just put out a new Unearthed Arcana for the Arcane subclasses. That is a collection of subclasses for the game Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. That includes several subclasses that are magic-based. Wild, I know. Wait, can I zoom in on this scene? Hold on. Like, gotta get down here. Hi, guys. How you doing? All right. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look. All right. Why is that down like that? Hold on. Chat box. Why is that down like that? Hold on, I got you. I got you. Don't worry, chat baby, I got you. That's fine. All right. Okay. Looks like I came out of my corporate office. They always look like this. They always look like this. Okay, the arcane subclasses. Magic-based Arcana use. So, I've looked through this already to an extent. But basically, some of them I didn't look at. So, what do we got? We have the Arcana domain for the cleric, so a subclass that's focused around a lot of this is bringing old content from 2014 into the 2024 rule set, and they're changing some things. Magic-based Arcana, you say? Indeed. So the Arcana domain for the cleric, so you can have like some more like arcane wizardy stuff for your cleric. The Arcane Archer for the fighter, so you can shoot arrows that do magic things. The Hexblade Patron for the warlock, which supposedly is to make you a better melee character as a warlock. The Conjurer, Enchanter, Necromancer, and Transmuter subclasses for the wizard. And some new stuff. The Tattooed Warrior for the monk, uses magic tattoos for bonuses. And the Ancestral Sorcery for the sorcerer, which uses like an ancient relative or long-held magic in your bloodline, manifesting it. Arcane Archer, the generic Skyrim playthrough. Funny enough, in here, it's just bad. As opposed to being good. How is Necro not already there? So Necromancer was in the original player's handbook, but when they brought it forward, they didn't like put it, it wasn't in there. But yeah, part of the problem with 5th edition is that if in the 2014 version, there were several spells that summoned like a horde of creatures. And there was also like Animate Dead, which let you summon and maintain zombies and skeletons for extended periods of time. So you're walking through the dungeon with like 10 skeletons. And it's like, that's awkward and clunky and also really strong because of action economy. And also really hard to justify in your band of heroes. And then this guy. But yeah. It's Necromancer things. So Arcana, Domain Cleric. If I remember correct, people weren't really miffed about this. It was fine. You get some free arcane spells at certain levels where you get counter spell. So, hey, look, it's fucking Cleric with counter spell. It's already like S tier. Get Arcana. Oh, you get Expertise in Arcana. Okay, so this thing is fucking ridiculous. Modify Magic. When you when you target a creature, you can give them temporary hit points. That's huge. One target though, or oh, you can. Jeez. Okay, so if you want to make if you want to teleport them to a different plane of existence, completely deleting them from like the battle at all, completely, they have to take a D6 against that. So, oh my god, it's just gonna work. This is already really good. So Arcana domain is just really strong. Okay. Yeah. That's what the Necromancer would do. It's one of the major points of the class. No, you're right. Mr. Bones and his 9 friends. No, you're right. It's just facilitating that in 5e. 5e is really bad at doing that. It's really bad at facilitating that. Its best excuse is, here is all these monsters, put them into a swarm, put them into a single ball of creatures and just make them all move around like this. It doesn't work out too well, and action economy is king. So it just ended up being very weird and not working out too well for a lot of tables. Arms interlocked. We're square dancing. In 3.5, when wizards were so determined to make clerics actually use that they made them the best at literally everything, right? Like spellcast. Like I think druids were S tier, clerics were up there as well. Wizards were really good. Yeah, no, it was kind of fuck busted. Yeah, so we have Arcane Archer, which, so the main complaint that Arcane Archers had in the 2014 version was that you got 2 uses of your magic arrows per short rest, which meant like 2 times per combat, basically, you could shoot magic arrows. And then after that, you're just a fighter. So people were like, hey, can you give us more uses? So they did. Yeah, once per turn, you can make a range attack using a weapon with the ammunition property. You can apply one of your arcane shot options to the attack. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier. How much intelligence do you think a fighter is going to have? At most, if they're putting it in, it's 14, which derives to a +2. So you still have 2. So in order to make this class feel good, you have to dump a bunch of other stats to try and pump your intelligence up as high as humanly possible. So you're going to be sitting there with like maybe like a fucking 16 in strength, a 16 in dexterity, and then like a 16 in intelligence, and then you're taking hits on like everything else, which is rough. And then your arcane shot options end up being kind of like mediocre as well. And then, then there's this. This is the other thing everyone got really fucking pissed about. Hey, at level 10, 15, and 18, these are your class features. This is literally it. Your arcane shot die becomes the D8. Your arcane shot die becomes the D10. Your arcane shot die becomes the D12. Now, I think you do get more. You get to pick more of these because you start out with like 2, and then at later levels you get more of them. You learn 2. You learn additional ones at 7, 10, 15, and 18. But all that is the Battle Master problem, where you're going to pick the 2 that you really, 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 really want. And then every single level after that you get to pick, you're picking the one that you want less. Like if I want Banishing Shot and Beguiling Shot, and then I hit level 7, I'm like, I guess I'll take Enfeebling Shot. I got the ones I want. Like it gets worse as you level up from like an enjoyment perspective. Oh, the Tattooed Warrior. Remind me. We'll come back to this because this is objectively the worst thing ever. We'll come back to that. I don't have any music on this scene. Kind of awkward. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so Ancestral Sorcery. By the way, you can check this out on the. They put this up. You can read all this if you want. Here, you know what? I'll put a link to it. Here, I'll drop the link so if you guys can read it if you want. It's a direct link. You don't have to go through D&D Beyond to get to it. So if you want to read through it in your own pace, you can. Ancestral Sorcery. Like I said, it's like your innate magic comes from a specific ancestor who wielded such awesome magical power that a fragment of their personality guides you, or whatever, right? This is a very good generic sorcerer. We have not had a generic magic sorcerer. Just, I am magical. Ever. The closest we had is wild magic, which basically is, did you cast magic? Okay, roll on the D100 table. See what bullshit happens. Not exactly what people want when they want like a a magic guy. That's fun, but like if you just want generic magic guy, it's not really. Yeah. So more things should roll on a D100 table. Honestly, that would require them to put in effort and actually think of results that are not just give someone Misty Step or do X amount more damage, which I think is a good idea. Unironically, I think, yeah, there should be more tables. There should be more tables. You get a bonus to your intelligence check equal to your charisma modifier. So anytime you're making like a history check or an arcana check, you're adding like charisma to it. And you get extra proficiency in one of these. You get extra spells, which is really good for sorcerer because they have their spells known, so they're very limited on their spell choice. You get 2 cantrips, 2 first level, 2 second level. So you get guidance, which is really good. Resistance. I don't know if that got any better in 2024. Spiritual weapons really good. That's hey, look, more cleric stuff. What is with Wizards of the Coast wanting to give cleric spells to sorcerer? Like they love to do that. Visage of the Ancestor. Basically, you can give yourself advantage on like charisma stuff. You get counterspell and dispel magic already. There was another UA thing called the Spellfire Sorcerer that had this similar thing, and I think they're going to pitch that in the trash and make this the generic sorcerer. Also, you're much better at it. Ancestral Majesty. You radiate a 5-foot aura that you can either frighten or prone people. What? Question, chat. When you think of a magic person, when you think of a magic person in a magic robe shooting magic stuff, how often do you picture that magic person in a magic robe shooting magic stuff within 5 feet of the guy they're fighting? How often do you picture the magic person getting right up in their grill? Yeah, it's a very niche feature. Not great. Pretty low chances. It looks like the first major campaign mod for Baldur's Gate 3 is in playable state and coming along nicely. Nice. What's it about? Taking damage can't break your concentration. That's huge. That's fucking huge. That's the much better. It's weird. It's like way less verbiage, but it's way more impactful than this. And then Ancestor's Ward. You have advantage against saving throws against spells. That's great. And if you fail, you succeed instead. It's very generic, very simple, but honestly, sorcerer could use something like that. So no, it's fine. Hexblade feels kind of weird because it doesn't really incentivize melee. It's like the Bladesinger problem for a lot of it. It does have a cursed shield, which gives you like a +2 bonus to your AC when you're within 10 feet of your target of Hexblade's curse. So you basically, as a bonus action, you curse a guy, and then if you're within 10 feet of him, you get more armor. You're more defensive. You're survivable, right? Your defense is higher. So that can kind of incentivize it, but like nothing else really incentivizes that, right? So it's like, oh no, I lose out an armor class, but I'm 100 feet away. Pow, pow, pow. It's called Path to Menzo Berenzin, and so I'm guessing it's about the good shit spider ladies. Maybe some Quelaag? Maybe some Quelaag. It's all right, but it does run into that issue, right? It also is the fact that warlocks don't get medium armor proficiency, and this doesn't give it, so it wants you to be in melee and doesn't want to give you proper armor class. Lols, baby. Yeah, the weird leather thing. Imagine you go back in time and you create one of the most prolific turn-based role-playing games, tabletop role-playing games, and you just put your fetish in there. And now everyone's just cool with it. What do they make the leather out of anyway? There are creatures in the under. Maybe it's spider leather. Conjurer focuses, like, it's entirely on this like action Misty Step thing it's got going on. Helps some of its summons a little bit, but it's mostly about like this Misty Step thing it's got. The Enchanter, I didn't really look too closely at, but I think it was pretty good at being like a face. Necromancer was okay. It was okay. It's better. I think it's better than the other Necromancer. It's better than Necromancer for 2014. It gives you like summon undead for free. Some people really okay. Basically, the situation is people who want to play a necromancer do not want to use summon undead because summon undead summons a single undead spirit creature that's pretty strong, right? What they want is they want to summon a horde of zombies or a horde of skeletons. Hey, Dabaros! Right? But that doesn't work in the game. That doesn't work in the game very well. So like there's this desire and what the developers want, and they don't match. And people are like, so there's a spell called Dance Macabre, which basically summons like 5 skeletons or whatever, and then they die after a minute. So it's like, do that. Fucking do that. Make that in here. Reprint that. That's a ghost song, it is. Hello. My friend wants to try Baldur's Gate 3 finally, so I re-downloaded it, and maybe I'll do the campaign mod. Yeah. Have fun, dude. Druids get Summon Beasts. So Summon Beast is similar to Summon Undead. You summon a single thing. Woodland creatures or woodland beasts or whatever that spell is from 2014. They'll let you summon like 8 velociraptors or some shit. Now, granted, the contention there was basically the DM is supposed to pick what creatures show up, but that can be frustrating. So oftentimes the player would pick, and they're always going to pick the most frustrating, annoying shit. So here's 8 velociraptors. You haven't even seen a velociraptor. What do you mean you're summoning 8 velociraptors? Yeah, it's really strong, and it's really boring because the problem is not that it's strong. The problem is that it slows the game down significantly. Because now that person who normally has to run 1 character has to run 9. Good luck. So it's fine. Transmuter, the transmutation wizard, transmuter wizard, actually is really cool. So all these classes have been getting these like savant perks, which are much better than the 2014 savant. You basically just get extra like spells automatically from your from the specific school, and each time you're leveling up, you're getting 1 for free, basically. So it's really neat. Lets you focus on that. The other one kind of punished you for doing that. Bonk. But this one, yeah, works much better. Transmuter stone, basically you make a philosopher's stone, basically, that has one of several perks on it. Like, give the creature who's holding it dark vision, a speed boost, proficiency in con saves, resistance to one of these damage types, right? And you can change this every time you cast a transmutation spell, I think. You can change this as benefit when you cast a transmutation spell. So you can give this to like your barbarian with the speed bonus, and then he's gonna have an extra 10 feet of speed. Then when he gets within range, you then cast a transmutation spell, and oh, we're fighting a fire elemental? Now you have resistance to fire, have fun, right? Like that could be kind of cool. So you literally can give this to someone and let them sort of gain the benefits of it. Or you can just hold on to it and just have proficiency in con saves, you know, because you're a spellcaster. Also, you get free enhance ability, right? You can cast it once per, like it lets you give advantage on a certain type of ability check for an extended period of time. So that's pretty useful. This lets you sort of pseudo upcast certain transmutation spells like Fly, which let you cast it on multiple people for free. Potent Stone, it can have 2 of its options instead of just 1 on it. So you could have Dark Vision and Speed, or 2 different resistances, or yeah. And then Master Transmuter, you can cause the stone to explode, like crumble to dust, and then you gain one of these benefits, which is basically full fucking heal yourself, like full heal the target, most likely, twice your wizard level at level 14. Like, wait, no, it's twice your wizard level. Yeah, it's twice your wizard level. So it's a lot of health, not necessarily full health. Cast Raise Dead without a spell slot, using the stone as the material component. So just bring someone back to life for free, or make them look up to 30 years younger, which can stack. So like, hey, I want to appear youthful forever. So that's fun. But wizards generally have trouble with like healing magic, so having a straight up big heal and a bring you back to life thing is very useful. When do we get the Spank God cantrip? That's at level 17. It's called Wish. All right, I wanted to go up to here. I wanted to go up to Tattooed Warrior. Lozzie says hi, by the way. I say hi back. I say hi back. All right, Tattooed Warrior. It's for the monk. Basically, you have magic tattoos on you that give you benefits. Okay, is anyone familiar with The Way of the Elements from 2014? Because if you are, that is not a good sign that I am bringing that up. So basically, you get magic tattoos. That's all this really says. You get magic tattoos, and you can change them over a long rest if you want. Beast tattoos. Let's read one of these. Bat. So you get 2 of these, 2 beast tattoos. Bat. You know the dancing light cantrip, which basically you can create up to 4 little floating lights, and you can move them around for light. When you expend 1 focus point, you have a number of focus points equal to your monk level, and you regain them when you finish a short rest. You use them for like flurry of blows when you're like punching guys and getting more punches. Tatooine warriors. I wish. There is a 5e Star Wars conversion that's really good apparently. You can expend 1 focus point to use patient defense or step of the wind, which are like your special abilities. Patient defense lets you like take like the dodge action as a bonus action, I think. So you're like attacks have disadvantage against you. I think isn't patient defense, you can do that by default. Like you can just bonus action dodge, I think. Or basically it's a big defensive thing. Or you can take Step of the Wind, which lets you like disengage and dash at the same time, right? But this lets it so when you do those things, you get blind sight for a minute, which lets you see invisible creatures. Okay. Butterfly. You know the light cantrip. When you touch something, you can make it glow. You can expend 1 focus point to cast Silent Image. You create an illusion. You may be noticing something. You know the minor illusion cantrip. You can basically make a little like Obi-Wan Kenobi, we need your help hologram. You can expend 1 focus point to cast Disguise Self. You make yourself look like someone else. So the thing you should notice is that for most of these things, they don't really help you. They're like niche things for not necessarily what a monk is. A monk's thing is generally run up, beat the shit out of someone with a lot of attacks. Run up walls and shit, right? So it's a bit of weird utility. Like, okay, that's not terrible. Crane. Crane's actually pretty good. You get guidance, so you can grant people bonuses to their ability checks. And when you miss a creature with an attack granted by Flurry of Blows, you have advantage on attack rolls for any remaining unarmed strikes that use Flurry of Blows. That can come in handy. That's pretty good. Horse. You know message. You can send a message to someone who's like 100 feet away. Or you can expend a focus point to, as an action, cast Longstrider, which gives you like a speed bonus, I think. Okay. I already go really fast. Night pancakes. Ooh. Enjoy your night pancakes. But basically, the beast tattoos are not terrible. Like, okay, we're off to an okay start. Some of these are a bit weird and niche, but, you know, we get 2 of them and we can swap them out. It's not bad. It's not bad. Celestial tattoos. Okay, so level 6, we get the ability to pick 1 of the celestial tattoos. There's 4 options. Okay, so we'll start off. What's the first one? Comet. You can expend 2 focus points to cast Find Traps. Let me explain. Find Traps is a spell that wasn't updated when moved from 2014 to 2024. Find Traps is a spell that when you cast it, lets you know whether or not there are traps within a large area around you. It doesn't tell you where they are. It doesn't tell you what they do. If they are obscured by something like a wall, you don't get a ping that they're there. All it does is gives you a binary yes or no on whether there are traps. If you suspect that there are traps enough to the point where you're going to use Find Traps, does learning that there are traps change anything about how you are going to go forward? No, it doesn't. Find Traps is a useless spell. They have not fixed it, and they literally are trying to make you waste one of your class features on spending 2 focus points to cast nothing. Especially when there's an alternative, expend 2 focus points to Misty Step. Bonus action, teleport 30 feet. Spend 2 focus points to, as an action, cast invisibility. Become invisible for like a minute, unless you attack or hit someone. Spend 2 focus points to cast Lesser Restoration, which like cures like some status ailments. Like some of these are okay. Like Misty Step is okay. It does conflict with the entire monk thing because bonus action, flurry of blows, you already have a lot of movement speed. But hey, right? Like basically a lot of the problems are going to be none of this shit actually interacts with the monk chassis. And it's like they took monk and said, what if you had access to some spells? It is the quintessential thing that people are pissed about with 2024. Instead of making class features, they're saying you can cast spell. You cast this spell. It's like, cool. I want to hit things with a big axe. Okay, you can do that via Thunder Wave. You see, it's like hitting the ground with your big axe. But I'm gonna fucking scream. Nature Tattoo. This is where things get really bad. They're all effectively the same thing. All of them, Mountain Storm, Volcano Wave, are all the same thing. As a full action on your turn, as a magic action on your turn, you can expend 3 points to gain resistance to acid or lightning or fire or cold damage, and then advantage on either con, dex, strength, or wisdom saving throws for 1 minute. Now do recall that you can't change these unless you take an 8-hour long rest. So you kind of have to see shit coming. And also, honestly, like Storm or Volcano or Wave all have very situational uses. Honestly, Storm's probably the best because dexterity saving throws. For like physical characters, like someone throws a fireball at you, dexterity. But then Volcano, fire damage is very common. But then Wave, wisdom saving throws are the like most debilitating effects. So maybe you go for that, right? But like acid, con saves? Okay, right? How many tattoos do they get at one time? They get 2 beast. They get 2 beast tattoos, 1 celestial tattoo, and then 1 nature tattoo. And they can swap them out when they finish a long rest. And then they get 1 monster tattoo at 17. Beholder, you have a fly speed of 10 feet. Hold on, I'm almost there. Let me spend my other 5 feet. Con saves would be good if you could multiclass with the caster class. Here's the problem with that. In order to multiclass in or out of the monk class, you need to have a 13 in dexterity and a 13 in wisdom. So you're limited there. You'd have to either like go for like a wisdom based class, so like cleric or druid, so you can't do like wizard, right? And then if you're doing that, you're gonna want to pump your wisdom super high, which means your dexterity is gonna hurt. And also, if you're being a monk and you're getting in melee, you're going to kind of want high constitution as well, because you're a D8 hit die class with pretty shitty armor class, and you're a hit and run kind of character. So it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's so much to work with. Just when you could get away with it just by being like a full caster, just be way better. So non-combat flight only. I heard someone mention that the monk's built-in speed boosts apply to this. So instead of just 10 feet, it's like 35 feet. So it's a little better. I'm mostly making a joke because apparently like the monk gets built-in speed boosts like every like other level or so. Right? So their like base movement speed is going up constantly. And I think it does apply to this, but it's really funny to see. You get a fly speed of 10 feet. Why does the beholder make a mosquito noise? Also, you can expend 3 focus points to cast Counterspell, which is not terrible. To give the monk the ability to do that, that's pretty good. However, it is level 17. And it is Counterspell. I forget if the updated version of Counterspell cares about your spell save DC. But yeah. Blink Dog. When you expend focus points to Patient Defense, which remember gives you like a defensive boost, like you're dodging basically as a bonus action. You can expend 3 focus points to cast Blink. Blink blinks you out of existence, and then you like reappear on your following turn. So by spending 3 focus points when you take Patient Defense, you can choose to have Patient Defense not do anything, effectively making the feature not do anything, and then gain the benefits of Blink. So it's a bit weird there. When you expend a focus point to use Flurry of Blows. By the way, you have to expend a focus point to use Patient Defense. You can't use the free one, so you have to use... So this is 4 focus points. This is a 4 focus point ability to cast Blink. When you expend a focus point to use Flurry of Blows or Step of the Wind, so at least 1, you can expend 2 additional ones to cast Mirror Image immediately after that bonus action. This is unclear. I think you do this as an action, so you can bonus action Flurry of Blows, then cast Mirror Image on yourself, but it's still taking up your action. It's just really... And then they have this. Apparently they've been trying to fit the Guardian Naga thing in a lot of UA. Someone has this hard-on for Guardian Naga as an idea. Like, just the words. When you're reduced to 0 hit points, you come back to life once. I really like that. It, like, has nothing to do with anything. They keep putting this effect in shit. Like... Whatever. So basically, it's garbage. Like, these are kind of okay. Some of these are kind of okay, but then you have like the Celestial ones are insulting. Mostly it's the Fine Traps one is insulting. And the Nature Tattoo, like, this is wholly and completely like why? So it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. Most of these don't interact with the chassis. It's just bleh. It's just bleh. It's just bleh. And you do get hover. You do get hover. That is important. You can walk on air. But yeah, this is one of the first big releases for UA since like a lot of people have left the dev team. It's not a good first showing. I mean, this is like, the thing is, I think people are freaking out over a lot of like minor things. But they're freaking out over a lot of minor things that should have been fixed and have been explicitly the things people have been complaining about and asking for. So it's more of my house is on fire and the fire department shows up and gives me like an air freshener. And then we have the new fire department. Like, guys, my house is still on fire, and they show up and they do actually start shooting water this time, but it's out of super soakers. It's like, I appreciate the effort, but yeah. So not super thrilled with it. I do think Arcana Domain, from like the quick glance, is fine. It seems pretty good. I do think the Sorcerer, the Ancestral Sorcery Sorcerer, is pretty good as a generic sorcerer. I think it could use a little bit like... I think the spell list doesn't need to be fucking cleric shit again, but you know, I think the Tattooed Warrior Monk, it could use a complete overhaul. I think the Hexblade thing is a bit weird, and like they should just bite the bullet and make it a like melee focused warlock again. Like this thing was like, they already put out a Hexblade UA like a month ago. This is completely different. They don't know what they're doing with Hexblade. They have no idea. It is shot in the dark after shot in the dark. I don't know. I was a bigger fan of when they let me put heavy boots in a chest and drop it on my enemies. I mean, things drop 500 feet a turn. It's gonna do a lot of damage. I think there is rules for like dropping things on people now. I think there are rules for like falling on people and dividing the damage out. Conjurer is kind of the boring, annoying thing people keep saying. Stop giving Misty Step to everyone, but it's Misty Step, the subclass. Enchanter Wizard's okay as like a face, I think. Didn't really look too closely. Necromancer is a complete divergence of what the player base wants versus what's actually healthy for the game. Transmuter's okay. I like Transmuter. But yeah, I'd give it like a C+. Maybe a B-. We're gonna give it arbitrary grades. Just because your house is on fire doesn't mean it doesn't smell like poopy. Ugh. I should probably get to this game. It's like 7 hours, 8 hours long. Anyway. Oh yeah, we have it's already set. Okay. All right. Once upon a puppet, I was a puppet. So they recommend playing with a controller, so I'm playing with a controller. You can't even... It's gone. I'm a cute little puppet. So, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I'm actually not the puppet. I will not be playing as the puppet. I'm playing as the floating, disembodied hand. Yeah. Alright, let's get to it. So Krista, I think Krista said this game is really good.
I would like to tell you a story.
You turn the lights on?
A legend, not about this stage, but a place beyond, where magnificent tales now lie discarded and forgotten. It is a tale of a longing puppet and an exiled stagehand, brought together by the winds of destiny to retell the story of a broken-hearted king. But it seems King Caliban's judgment is final.
Whoa!
And yet, this is not how our story ends. Far below the front stage, another soul lands on the wrong side of the king's harsh judgment.
Is that my wallet? What happened? I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. Ah. Yes, I'm free.
Once a royal weaver, Neve now finds herself alone in an unfamiliar place.
That was too close. What is this place? How far did I fall? I'm a lady hand. I can't believe this is happening to me. Whatever will I do? I'm a hand. Okay, can I jump? No jumping. No jumping. Just moving. No sprinting. Buttons. Okay. I'm a lady hand. What a handsome fella. So you guys want me to play Little Nightmares, right? This is good enough, right? She did a finger dance. Oh, I can just walk around. Oh, she got 4 fingers. That hands you got this quick. The Nightmares 3, let's go, baby. Oh no! Ouch, need to be careful. A demand for urgency. I'm pushing X. Hello, does that work? I don't feel like I'm going any faster. Run. What? Okay, I think I'm going faster. It's very subtle. Hey, Mikey, I don't like how this game looks. Well, that's unfortunate because I do. I think it looks excellent. Whee! Oh. Put on a VR headset and play a horror game. Don't you worry. Tomorrow, if you hang around tomorrow, we're gonna be playing some demos, and I have a few horror games in there. We got Tormented Souls 2, which is like a Resident Evil's inspired game, Silent Hill inspired game. But there should be 1 or 2 other like actual like scary games in there. Down, down, right stick down. Disturbing. Excited for Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 9? I am. We haven't really gotten much information, but the monster in there looks like it's like a big scary lady with like long hair and like lips ripped off. It's like, eh! Hell yeah. I'm excited for it. All right, is this anything? Ah! I like the incentivized camera here. Opera glasses, I can try and get my bearings. It's your mother-in-law. Damn. I may fall for this one. As the mic audio crackling. Guys, how's the audio been sounding? We okay? Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peppers. Okay, I gotta find that thing. Sounds okay to nachos? Oh, that's my spellbound spool! The king must have discarded it with me. Did I tangle it beyond repair? I wonder, what if I tried weaving with it again? I might have one more chance to weave a perfect costume for the king and be redeemed. I need a weaving cabinet, but I'll never find a better spool down here. I don't have a choice. I need to reach that spool. Oh boy! The king's still discarding things.
Convinced she can correct her fateful mistake and reclaim her old life, Neve sets out to find the spellbound spool and weave its powerful thread into a costume worthy for the king.
The great story. Long ago, a great story was written prophesizing the fate of the kingdom under the reign of King Caliban. Okay. Ooh, we can have costumes. And props. Ah! A lever. Wonder what it opens. This is a game for babies? Is this a game for babies? Guys, I think this is a game for babies. Grace's mom is one of the playable characters in Resident Evil Outbreak. One of the survivors of Raccoon City. I saw the thing. Did they say they can't use Leon anymore because he's been through so much bullshit? It's like guys, we can't. He's Superman at this point. We can't use. It's not scary anymore. Have a hardcore challenge mode for real gamers like me? Well, I haven't been introduced to it. There was no difficulty slider. Name is just one letter off and shifted around to be naive. Peculiar looking door. Like, Leon will show up, certainly, but he's not gonna be a playable character. Unless he's gonna be cool. Oh, some manner of stage trickery. I've been tricked via stage magic. Can I grab the bell? No? All right. Huh. Couldn't beat Ada Wong. To be fair, could anyone tie down Ada Wong? I don't think so. And if I'm wrong about this, I don't want to be white. What are you doing? Stop it! Hey! Hey! Give me that! It's mine! Oh shit! Oh no! I like the stage lights. Please don't let it hurt. Please don't let it hurt. Hey, you can open your eyes now. Look, it's over. Please don't let... Oh, really? What happened to them? I don't... Wait, where did the spool go? Oh, it's attached to my back. And the threads, they're all tangled. What did you do? I needed this spool. I didn't do anything. How could I? You tied me up in these threads. Cut them off. Help! Kidnapper! What a ridiculous child you are. I can't cut spellbound thread. I've never seen threads do this. Could it be because No, it can't be my fault. I can't be stuck with you forever. I have so much to do, parts to play, props to find. Much to do indeed, like meddling with my spool. You were throwing it around like a toy. I didn't see your name on it. I don't even know your name. I don't care. In the understage, the rule is finders keepers, losers suck shit. The understage? Look, we don't have time for this. We need to reach somewhere safe before more creatures show up. Shh, I think one of them moved. Quick, follow me. I'm just a puppet. Hey, Puppet Pal Clan. I like his run. There's the run. That looks more like a run. I can jump. Now it's actually a platformer. You don't realize how much freedom jumping gives you until it's taken away from you. All right, no combat. Oh. Yeah, okay, so it's run and jump. Press A to jump. There's nowhere to aim but for the stars, chat. All right, looking good, looking good. Okay, we can climb. Got ledge climbing. Good, good. Missing. The prince is missing. But where could he be? Hold on. More stuff. Ah, that hurt. Wait. Oh, okay. These are all part of the same piece of stained glass. Okay, I see. Can I get up there? Oh, maybe? Ah. Do-do-do. This stage, I could swear I've seen it before. Okay. Should I... There's a handle here. Cute. Rad. We'll go to that door in a second. More stained glass. Ah! Fun noises. Who are these schmucks? This is the scavenger shelter. We should be safe here. Scavengers? Listen, I don't know where I am or what any of this is. Is Neve? Neve? Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Wait a minute. Can I turn off VSync and then can I set like a frame rate to this? I didn't know that it was we were freaking out here. Okay, hold on. Can I? No, there's no frame. Okay, I can fix this. I think I can fix this. But it's gonna require that I turn the game off. So we're gonna have to go a little bit. Scavengers, listen, I don't know where I am or what any of this is. I was a shade flustered before and lost my composure. Can we start over? I'm Neve, a royal weaver. Oh, you're from the front stage. You're new here and you're wearing a chain and stripes, which means good manners would suggest this is where you introduce yourself, Spool Tangler. The name's Drev, and I'm an actor from Haven Hamlet. A young thespian, then, from Haven Hamlet? Will anyone there know how to detangle us from these threads? The mayor could help us, or even Kumple. I'm sorry, what's his name? It's a plan, then. You wait here, I'll go to the Hamlet and find help. You're forgetting, Spool Tangler, we're still bound to each other. Oh, then we go together. No, Debaros, yeah, I just wanted to... Yeah, let's, yeah, hold on a second. Let me just open this. Let me get the control panel. Program settings. It's fine now that the game's not running. So the game is running at like max frame rate, whatever it can take. I need to, let's see, once upon. I need to basically lock its frame rate to 60. Max frame rate 60. Was it good? Stable? Wait, have they put out a new one? Hold on. Uh-oh, my NVIDIA app apparently had not updated. It is now updating. New drivers? There are, in fact, new drivers. Yeah, from June 17th. All right, I'll probably update that after stream. But anyway, let's get back to it. It is now capped at 60. Most people are reporting good stuff. Yeah, it was kind of fucky. Things were kind of fucky recently. All right, testing. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Yeah, we're locked at 60, baby. Yeah, we already looked at this. So Drev, his name is Drev and I'm Niev. Drev and Niev. And we're back. Ugh, kind of doesn't look good. It looks a little like janky, like jittery. You see that? Ugh. The bloom on. Ugh. Okay, maybe we go to full screen. Nope, still jittery. Yeah, no, that's not great. That doesn't look good. Yeah. So I think what we're going to have to do, this is the thing. This is what we're going to have to do is I can kind of see it on Drev a little bit. So here's the thing. We're going to have to use global settings. Okay, apply. We're going to have to go to the backup scene. This backup scene has no ducks. Okay, let's see. Everything loads in. We good? No, it's still eating the it's still taking. It has one duck. It does have one duck. All right, let me bring this up. real quick. What's crazy? Guys, you want to know something that's crazy? My CPU and memory are not maxed out. Like, my CPU is sitting at 33% and memory is sitting at 32. Like, it's not in any way causing it's just fucking with this for some reason. Yeah, no, but like, why is it doing that? And like, now it's fine. Your GPU memory. Oh yeah, duh. Performance. Yeah, the GPU is capping out for some reason. Here, let's lower like the resolution. Or the render scale. What if I bring it down? Bring it down like that. No, still at 100. Shadow quality, bring it to medium, bring it to medium. What the hell? Like, that looks awful, but it's still taking up 100% of my GPU. Here, let's put the VSync on then. This game just eats my CPU, guys, or eats my GPU. I don't know why. I did not anticipate this. No, I did not. My GPU is a 4070 Ti. It's also slightly overclocked via NVIDIA's overclocking thing. So it's supposed to be running great. All right, fucking, I'm going back to Ducks. Okay, what if I lower the frame rate, or the resolution to like 16:9?
Or what up, Sinery asked me. Why is Duck's computer being a little bitch? Ah, technology. The ultimate betrayal in a detective's world. Just when you think you got it figured out, it throws a wrench in the works like a cocksucker boss. Probably some goddamn gremlin in the motherboard, gnawing on the wires and laughing at our misery. Or maybe it's just tired of us mere mortals. Like a cranky dame after a long night. Machines got no respect for ducks or their puppetry, I tell ya.
Dude, do you see what is happening right now? Do you see this? I am running this at... Oh my god, what is the problem? I'm running this at 720 by 400 with half the resolution scale. Do you see this? What DirectX version are you on? I don't fucking know. Actually, I have no idea. Go to game properties. In Steam. Okay, thank you. Like, I remember we had Lies of P. We were running on a DirectX 12, and it was like crashing constantly. And then I did a launch option to run it on DirectX 11, and we had no problems. Like for the rest of the thing. Okay, so we want launch options. It's like dash DX11, like with quotations, I think. Now it's gonna be really tiny. I gotta fix that. Okay, so I'm good. Okay. So obviously this is a static fucking image, so at least that's that. Seems to have helped. I was fine here. It's when I get into the game that it breaks. Nope, it's still broken. Okay, hold on. I'm going to the discussions. I might have not put the thing in right. Steam how to run a game with DirectX 11. Some games require a different input. Okay, hold on. I'll try something else here. Properties. Lower that. So. Oh, yep. No, there was the problem. Okay. The quotation had to be around the whole thing. I put it only around DX11. I need to have it around the hyphen as well. Okay. So we'll try that. And if that doesn't work, there is one other thing I can try. Sudden bigotry. Yeah, tell me about it. Nope. All right, not that thing. All right. So one more thing I can try is instead of dash DX11, I can do dash D3D11. D11. Try that. Gonna lurk? I understand. Good night to your daughter. As I try to make this work. Okay. Continue.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah. No. I might have to update my drivers. Yeah, I'm gonna try and update my drivers, which is probably gonna cause this to break. Right? Should I turn off? Should I end the stream? Should I end the stream? Is something making it give the game your resources? So usually, yeah, I think it's a driver issue because my thing should be able to handle it. Okay. I'll be back. Give me a second. I'll be back. If this doesn't work, if we can't get it to work, we're going to be shifting over to Fallout 3. But I'll be right back. Can I continue recording? We'll see. I'll be right back. Oh, shit, I don't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to. Ah! Ah!